My neighbors, you had like a percentage of humanity. One of my neighbors, she's like a yoga teacher. So when the ring appeared, she just went like, she was just zen, just absorbing it.
Wow.
And I swear, I had another neighbor, and he's like on his phone, like can't take a good photo of the. I'm like, dude, you're missing out. I have a third neighbor I could see, and he's like an 80-year-old guy, and I see him. I swear, I think in his kitchen cooking eggs. Like he doesn't even care. The lights were. He didn't even open a window, bro. Sorry, just cooking eggs. I was the only one. It was weird. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hi.
welcome to a
Ecliptic episode.
The ecliptic episode.
Yeah.
Let's just jump onto it, dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the most insane thing in your life?
It was. I was the whole time for some reason. I was like so excited to look forward. I got so much anxiety for some reason. I was showing up. I didn't realize there'd be that many people where I was. I was at the old port. It was like
crazy.
I thought it was gonna be me and like two guys with telescopes. It was me and like every fourth grade class, every like CJEP, every like deadbeat dad taking the kids out for the first time, every like
cheap activity. Let's go.
And yeah, it was amazing.
So you were more scared by the people than the actual event.
But then I was also afraid, like, what if the glasses? I'm gonna go blind the whole time. That's all I was thinking. I'm like an insane person.
But how did it feel when you got to see it?
Oh, dude! Like when I saw it, like going, like, so we were sitting there. We got there like an hour early, just right when it started going over the thing. So you saw the little sliver, and it was going, and and it was getting cold because that day was hot, right? And it was getting. Oh wait, it's freezing.
The sun is hot. You forget that reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason we all exist because we have the heat of the sun.
And all our shadows were going like all long.
You're like
and
going to another planet.
Yeah.
Bending gravity.
And then the sun was going away, but like it didn't feel like a sun. You know when a sunset, you can see the sun is like over there.
But it's still there.
It's like there, but it was like so
slowly
there's
dimming.
Sunsets like almost like all around us, which is weird.
Because it's the cone.
Yeah.
The sun is coming. I had to I need to do. It's the cone. There's a cone of light.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I thought like, oh, this is fake. This looks like a movie because I saw the light on the edges.
It was really odd.
I'm like, what? How come there's light there?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is a sphere with planets floating. Dude.
Yeah, you forget that it's a thing. And I was like the whole time I was explaining to Claire, like, did you know it's 3-dimensional? These are and she's like, I know. Like,
but you forgot she's the smartest woman you know.
She's like, I know. And I'm like,
she's like, yeah, I created this. I studied this.
Yeah,
that's all I do is use my brain, you idiot.
And when it went in front of the sun, I had my glasses on. And I was looking, I'm like, oh, it's just black. And she's like, take off your glasses. And I didn't even realize it was going to be like that. I thought it was just going to be dark, but it was like, what? This is like psychedelic, weird.
It was terrifying.
It was, I've never seen anything like that. It was like
it's my new 911. Yeah. Because I was speaking with, I was like shaking.
Yeah, it was weird.
I spoke with my friend. I'm like, this is like first, if you tend to like, first of all, I didn't watch it and with people. I think it's stupid to go to parks with a bunch of people. So I just went outside. I went outside and I could see I could see my neighbors. And it's funny, like with my neighbors, you had like a percentage of humanity. One of my neighbors, she's like a yoga teacher. So when the ring appeared, she just went like, she was just zen, just absorbing it.
Wow.
And I swear, I had another neighbor, and he's like on his phone, like can't take a good photo of the. I'm like, dude, you're missing out.
It's right.
He's
there.
like, oh, he was like, I can't take it. I'm like, dude, this is gonna end in like 10 seconds.
I know. You forget that it's 2 minutes. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's there for 10 minutes. I'm like, wait, it's going away? No! I was so pissed.
And that's it forever.
Oh.
And I have a third neighbor I could see, and he's like an 80-year-old guy, and I swear, the ring was appearing, and I could hear it because Jarry is not far from my house. So I could hear everyone go, whoa! Yeah. And I see him. I think in his kitchen cooking eggs. Like he doesn't even care. The lights were. He didn't even open a window, bro. Sorry, just cooking eggs. I was the only one. It was weird. But it was just to see all of humanity, like how they lived.
I didn't think it was like I thought it was gonna be in a photo you see like a little bit of but it's like like all the. It was crazy. Like I didn't expect to see how black the moon was and how white everything around it. I was not. And then I'm like, oh wait, I put on my glasses so I could see it even clearer. And I was like, whoa. And then like I kept on getting nervous. I'm like, oh wait, I shouldn't look at it. I'm like, what am I doing? I need to look at it. And
no. The full thing you could look at it.
I know, but I thought like, oh, maybe it's a conspiracy.
I looked at it for 10 seconds. I couldn't look because then the second there was like a little flare and my eyes started to hurt. So I'm like, oh. Plus I got. Here's the thing. Here's what, because I was trying to imagine. Let's say you didn't. Okay. Dude, I have so many things to say. It really shocked me. Like they say, when you have a near-death experience, everyone is a God believer.
Yeah.
Like everyone believes in, like the plane's about to crash. Everyone goes like, "Oh my God, help me, God, please!" When I saw the eclipse and I saw the full ring, I became a science believer. Because I'm like, if this is not like the moon, I'm gonna die. So I must believe in science
100%.
that this is just an eclipse.
Yeah.
Science gave me the relief that religion usually does.
Yeah. Did you hear about? I wish I remember the name of this thing. Anyway, this would be a good short. There was a battle. I need to look it up because I think this is a. My brother showed me this fact, and I was like, "That's so awesome." It's
okay. So there was a war that happened during the eclipse.
Okay, so a long time ago, like in the 6th BCE, a long time ago, there was like a war going on between two like neighboring like factions, right?
Yeah.
And they're having this all-out war, destroying. Yeah. And it was before like compasses and telescopes, and so they don't know an eclipse was about to happen. And as they were battling, the eclipse went over them. They're like, "What the hell?" And then it went away, and then they all kind of like chilled out and looked at each other, and they're like, "Hello, sir. Like, oh, we need to do peace now." And then they chilled out. Yeah.
I had that exact same feeling because when I saw it, I was terrified. I'm like, no, this is science. Everything's gonna be fine. This is not the end of the world. But my brain was like, what if it was the end of the world? Because think about it. Just think about it. Because without glasses, let's say we lived in a world without technology, you'd be a farmer. Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's getting
weird.
cold.
The birds are freaking out.
I don't see any clouds, but it's darker. I wonder. And then all of a sudden the ring appears. Because the only thing that is truly magnificent is the ring. Yeah. Like to your naked eye. Yeah. So, and then you see the ring, you're like, I swear, I'm like, this is the end. This is what the end of the world would look like. Yeah. People are like, God. I'm like, okay, what would I do if it was the end of the world?
I know.
Because you were with a group of people. I was just with like 4 people.
4 or 5 people.
So I'm like, okay, what would I do? I would probably like go see my neighbor, like it's the end of the world. Yeah. I would make it like she would maybe stress. I'm like, hey, I'm grateful that I'm grateful I'm not alone. You don't want to die alone. Yeah. I'm grateful I'll get to, and she's like, we're all crying.
Wow.
And they're like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. It's the end of the world. What are you going to do?
I guess I'd get all my calories back.
You would need your calories.
I'd be like, what am I doing? Wasting my life with dieting.
I have 2 more minutes. But at least you'd be surrounded with people. And like, okay, it's the end of the world. I'm sorry I ever bothered you. And she'd be like, hey, don't worry about it. And then we'd hug. And then it'd be like, there'd be like a 30 seconds of silence. And I'd be like, hey, can I grab your and she would be like, it's the end of the world. All right, go ahead, grab my boob. And I'm like, can you give my and she's like, no, I'm not gonna. I would like break the tension by doing it. Can I grab your
Did you say, can you lick my pork chop?
No, is that what you said? Can you give me a boob?
Can you lick my pork chop?
Can you lick my pork chop? And she'd be like, I'm not spending my last 2 minutes on earth licking your pork chop. Isn't it Ramadan?
Yeah, it's not halal.
Seriously, what would you do? Like, what would you do if it was the end of the world? I think this is exactly what I'd do.
Man, I don't know. I think about that a lot, and there's not much. And yeah, I do. And there's not much you can do. I don't know. Like I would be with Claire. I'd probably be asking her to console me.
You're with Claire if you are with Claire.
Yeah.
But what are the chances that you'll be with Claire? I don't know.
Like 98%.
I hope I'll have another human. Yeah. So we can. That's all.
Another human.
Just so you can comfort each other. Do a last joke, like kind of grab your tip.
Yeah.
And just all right. I don't want to survive.
I don't know, because that is such a weird way. Let's say if the moon was like that, then it fell down like that, and it was all
not at the whatever.
Yeah,
just something in the sky. The sun is exploding. Yeah. Probably it would start.
That would look. We would be, I think, glued to our feet, being like, "What the hell?"
Because there's like a couple of minutes before.
Yeah. But I think we would be a feeling frozen in fear for the most part.
I have a feeling. I wrote a tweet about it. You're like, one good thing is that we won't have any good footage of the end of the world. Because everyone's trying to take photos of the moon and it's grainy. Yeah. And it's like, I can't take. I'm like, I'm sorry, your phone can't take quality photos of something that happens once every 200 years. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? No one would have good footage. And I swear, I have a feeling some people would be more pissed off. Like, they'd be like, damn it, I didn't take good photos of the 3 horses of the apocalypse or whatever. Like, damn it, I can't get a good
Selfie.
The fourth one is exactly. The fourth one is too blurry. Oh, god dang it. Like, they'd be more pissed off they didn't take a good photo of the end of the world than the end of the world.
Man, I'm looking up, like, when the next one is. And they're all, like, a lot of them are in Australia.
Yeah, there's
in, like, 10 years and
3 to 5 per year, apparently.
Yeah.
So you just
but
have
they're
to
all
travel.
over, like, the North Atlantic, like Alaska and, like, Antarctica. A lot of them
and the
are,
Pacific.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water.
It's
you know?
true. So you're kind of like, or you got to go to, like, a lot of them are in Africa.
Well, Africa is huge.
Yeah, so there's yeah, exactly.
Oh, talking about Africa.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right.
I discuss. That's a short as well. That's the funny thing is. Talk about Africa. Did you hear about the guy who ran across Africa? Oh, dude. It's a shame no one will, like, he won't be as famous as he should.
No.
And I'll tell you soon why. But there's a dude, a redhead, who ran I think from South Africa all the way to the north of Algeria, or vice versa. I don't know.
So far.
That is not just so far.
So dangerous.
That is insanely crazy. But no one is going to be impressed. You know why?
Why?
Because if you look at every map, you know, like they say in all countries are distorted. Like Iceland is this big, but like Africa is this big.
Yeah.
But it's not true. Africa is actually, you can fit like
the biggest
25 Canadas or whatever.
Wow,
and Iceland is this big.
Jeez.
So no one will understand how insane it is because no one knows how to understand a map.
How long do you think it takes to drive from the bottom to the top?
Now we're here.
Yeah, I know.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Do you think he played the song? If we went from the bottom up, I'm pretty sure that's what I would play. How many kilometers or how many?
How long do you think it'll take, like, of driving? Like, how many days? Probably take like a month or something.
A lot. Well, he ran it, and I don't know how many days, but smart. He avoided he's not gonna run through the desert.
Oh.
So he just did. So it was longer, bro. So you had to go like this or like this. I forgot his name.
He ran the whole way?
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
he made videos like you're like a day 400 and blah blah blah.
Oh.
Like, it's funny. It's well produced. It looks like a reality TV show.
So okay.
But it's for smart people, like National Geographic kind of reality
so someone's
TV show.
following him on, like, a scooter or
Like,
something.
you know, like they say if you run too much or dehydrated or whatever, you pee red, you pee blood.
Oh, no.
There's a camera, there's a shot I saw of just the pee. And at the first you look at it, you're like, what am I looking? Oh, he's peeing. Like you just see a pinkish hue of a stream. You don't see the like, imagine there's a camera here.
Okay, yeah, you just see
For the people at home.
the pea stream.
What? Imagine there's a camera here. So imagine Gabe was here.
Yeah, and
he's like, action. And then the guy peed. And they're, we got it.
That's It's weird. These reality shows, they're getting weird angles and
Yeah,
stuff.
because they want you to live vicariously through him.
There's dick.
So you're like, all right, let's see what you would look like if you peed.
That's funny.
I'll send you. It's quite hilarious
Ooh.
to be shot that way.
Okay.
He's like a very well-spoken man.
Where's he
redhead. I think he's British or something. He's white. He's white. He's the first one to run through Africa, and he's white. Black people, how dare you let a white guy beat you running across Africa like this?
They must have done a lot of wells up in that area, so they don't have to go that far.
Huh?
You know, they say Africans, like in Africa, like, I ran 20 miles to get water. But now they have water all over. There's a lot of wells because of Oprah.
Yeah, you can't look like me, Africa.
Cheers.
You gotta look sexy, okay? You gotta be sexy runners from that country where everyone runs. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They have ultra marathoner and a redhead. A redhead in the sun of Africa beat you. That should make you racist.
Okay.
That should be like, God dang it, we can't let that happen. We can't let a white guy run across Africa.
What about
We have to beat him.
somehow related, like, to the peeing, but more like the pooping part. My mom, I asked my mom, she's seen the.
You don't have to build bridges.
Speaking of peeing, pooping.
You don't just say like, let me build a.
So my mom.
We're learning podcasting.
Yeah.
We're getting better at it.
That's so funny. Maybe it's funny. Yeah. Anyway, so my mom, she, the Eclipse yesterday, right? So she is going for her first colonoscopy ever.
Oh.
Yeah, the O-ring, the black ring. But I asked her if she saw the eclipse. She said, this is what she told me. I went to get a haircut with her on Sunday, and she was like, no, but I'm going to have the eclipse of my ass. And I was like, oh. And she was giving me a haircut, and like, it's the whole thing she's talking about. My ass is going to be the eclipse of my ass. I'm like, okay. And then, and I'm like, are you telling this to all your customers? She's like, yeah, pretty much like everybody. She's telling everybody. I thought she was like being like, everyone can hear you. She's like, yeah, I know. Everybody knows. She went to the pharmacy and got this big bottle of like this, like medical grade like laxatives, and she's walking around. All these old guys are like, hey, you're gonna get the eclipse of the ass, hey? She's like, yeah. Weird, huh? Anyway, so then my mom drank a bunch of laxatives and just pooped all day. She was so tired from it that she fell asleep during the eclipse, so she missed the eclipse.
It's okay. My mom as well. I'm like, Mom, go see us. I'm like, no, my eye hurt. She has like a thing with her eye. Oh. It's like, I'm just gonna stay home. And then after the eclipse, she's like, I should have watched it.
I think your parents would live kind of like in the perfect spot. Like it's right where.
Yeah, but they would have to leave their apartment.
But and, they go like that?
I think they went like that from their balcony, and there's like the second floor, and they're like, I guess we can see the eclipse, and then they went back home. Oh, my mom was just worried about her. That's old age, man.
Yeah.
Old age is just you fear everything.
Wow.
So they missed it. It's okay.
I'm seeing like these TikToks.
We have a friend who is like, I don't give a.
Who?
I don't want to say his name.
Oh, bleep it in your mouth.
That's what he told me.
Oh yeah. Did I guess, but it's good. It's good for kids and like
dude.
Yeah.
It shook me to my core.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It was a near death. I told you it's my new 9/11.
Wow.
I'm gonna talk about it now all the time.
The eclipse.
Yeah, dude. Wow. It was terror. I swear, dude.
It was wild.
It made me science. Like
I know. Yeah.
Like if I tell you Earth is not flat, but if I tell you Gabriel, prove it. You'll be like, I don't know. You just believe in science like it's a religion.
Happened. Yeah, you could see that happen.
But I never got relief from science. Yeah, science was just facts. There was no emotions. For the first time, science told me everything's going to be fine. Because usually religion, like, oh, my grandma died. It's okay. She's in heaven. She's living with her family.
Yeah, it's all just
like,
emotion.
Just dealing with grief, you know? Yeah. It makes you like, it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. For the first time, science like, it's just an eclipse. Yeah. This is not, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Science.
It's true.
I'm a believer.
Yeah. And
make a short out of this, please. I think it's very interesting.
And they're saying like
all of this.
If you go on the Weather Channel,
this whole podcast.
If you go on the Weather Channel during that day, it was just people going like, "Oh my god!" And people were saying that this is the Weather Channel Super Bowl because they're all like, "Woo!"
If that's your joke, that's hilarious. If it's not your joke, it's not. It's hilarious.
No, it's somebody I saw online. Yeah, they're right. It is fucking funny.
That's so goddamn funny. That's so funny. So funny. I think because at the beginning I was in awe before the terrifying, like whoa, and like that feeling of awe. Like I can tell a woman, you know that feeling you had when you saw the ring and you're like, whoa. That's how men feel every time we see boobs.
Okay, yeah.
Every time like a girl just goes, you're like, oh. You put on sunglasses. Put on sunglasses because you don't want her to know how turned on you are. God damn. This is like, ladies, this is how it feels. Isn't it also interesting? Like at the beginning, everyone coming to see the moon block the sun, and then the second you saw the ring, everyone was like, "Wow." Yeah. But then the second it started going down, everyone was like, "Well, I've seen this," and no one cared. Like I didn't watch the ending of the movie. I just saw the beginning a little bit, the main thing, and then I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna stay there and stare at a."
On my way home, I was just like, "All right, there you go." And then like an hour later, I was like, "Oh, geez, it's still going." It's taking a while to get back.
It's like till 4 something.
Yeah, I was like, so that's cool.
It's interesting, like everyone, because Guillaume, my friend Guillaume, went to the Parc Jarry, where there's like thousands of people. He told me the second after the ring, like 2 minutes when the ring stopped existing, everyone was like, "Well, I guess I'll go home now. I'm not gonna stay and watch the." The beginning was and then it's like, we're used to it. It's okay.
So you only saw it for 10 seconds. You only looked for 10 seconds.
Well, I saw it. I was like, the whole time stopped to exist. Wow. It was as if. I swear, you know, in Lord of the Rings, when the eye and you're just paralyzed, I'm like,
it was like that. Like I was like shocked.
And then it started moving. So you're telling me that the ring stayed there for a long time?
2 minutes.
Like the full ring?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Whoa. Maybe that whole thing. Maybe I looked at it for 2 minutes. But I swear, in my like the I have maybe 3 seconds that are burned in my. Wow. You know, I wear glasses to not burn my retina.
Yeah.
But I swear, man, what I saw is burnt in my memories.
Yeah.
There's no filter for what you see.
The whole time I was trying to like relive it. Like yesterday, last night, I was on my couch trying to relive it. I was like, come on, and I was like, oh man, I was trying to figure out the emotions.
It was insane. I swear, it's 2 minutes. In my mind, it was 3 seconds.
Yeah.
In my mind, the whole thing, seeing it, watching my neighbor, watching the guy cook.
Yeah.
It was. Well, not even half a second. Like time stopped to exist.
That's so cool.
Damn. You're just, what's going on? This is insane.
I want to do more. I want to see more things like that. How do you see more? I never felt anything like that with anything else.
Come to Egypt with me. See the pyramids.
Oh, the pyramids.
They call them one of the wonder. It's a wonder.
Yeah.
You understand? Now everything is wonderful. That's actually the thing that makes
wonder.
Wonder. What we saw created wonder.
Okay.
Come to Iran, get kidnapped, come to Israel, Jerusalem, holiest place on the planet.
Wow. Wonder.
It's just go live wonder.
Wow. Yeah.
Come to Egypt. What can I do to convince you?
I don't know. It depends on the time and the money and the life and the.
Okay. That would be interesting because I know you're not gonna go and I want to know what can I do. Let's say I want to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you, but let's say, all right, Gabe, this is how I can convince you to come to.
No, it's not about convince. It's just amount of like life stuff. That's all. And then but if I sort out some save up some cash and then I'll be done.
If I tell you it's a very cheap country.
Yeah, that is very convincing because I do want to see the pyramids. I look at the pyramids a lot on TV.
And it's not the most interesting thing.
Wallpaper.
Yeah? Your wallpaper is a pyramid?
Whoa, really? Now it's like whatever the Windows thing is. It's like a bunch of like lights and the
robots and stuff. Yeah. Wow. It's true. We used to choose the backgrounds of our.
Now I used to love choosing the background.
Yeah.
I used to be like, ooh, this is a cool fish.
Yeah, cool fish.
Now it's not.
And now it's just, for me, it's just black. I'm like, just like preserve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't even have a screen. Do you have do screensavers still exist? Who is saving the screens?
Like, remember the the pipes and then the ball that
doesn't exist anymore.
One was like a 3D like maze that was cool. Oh, those are the cool.
Who's saving the screens now?
They save themselves. They're good screens.
They don't need us anymore.
They don't need computer programmers.
They've grown so much.
Yeah, they've grown so much.
Who's saving the screens? Who's thinking about the screen? When is the last time you saw a screensaver?
No, never. Oh, never.
They don't do that anymore.
No. They used to be like, you go on a website and you'd be like, cool, this is my, like you'd get, I would get drag as a kid. Like I wrecked my computer as a kid. I made my whole computer. Everything was Dragon Ball Z. It was like the mouse was a dragon. The background was like,
to a pyramid.
yeah, or something. Or like if you click shut down, it would take like 2 minutes to shut down because it would be like a speech from the show. Be like, for every one we save, we need. Or like it would be like a Star Wars thing. You go to the dark side, Luke, and it's all just. They would go down. Such a loser. Yeah, but I would be like 8 years old.
It was the beginning of the
internet. Yeah,
the beginning of having your computer having a personality. You know, like you identifying. No, let me rephrase this. It was the beginning of having a computer is being part of your identity.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I'm an iPhone. You used to be, I'm a Pokemon or whatever you were to.
Yeah.
No, I don't. For me, computers, let's say personal use, I only remember using it to look at boobs. Like pictures of boobs. Yeah. I don't remember. Or like MSN Messenger.
Yeah, MSN
to talk to girls.
That was a big
It was all related to like
how
really?
Yeah. I'll talk to my buddies. I would like.
Yeah, but then you can call your buddies.
Yeah, but I was too young, maybe. Like, my mom would be like... Also, we'd only had one phone in the house. My mom would be on the phone all day yelling at somebody.
Oh, it's true. You have a Italian or Greek mom.
Yeah, so she'd be like... God damn... Like,
my ass! My ass!
That was her, so I would be just chilling, you know?
Ah, fun. Fun times, being young. Wow.
Yeah, it is cool. Like, I remember, like, just being young and, like, having nothing to do. But so I'd just be sitting on the couch just listening to everything going on outside and inside. Being like, oh, there's no distractions. Now everything's, like, distracting. Everything. The whole day flies so quick.
Sorry?
The whole day flies so quick, you know? Like, yesterday, like, the Eclipse was done. I just went home. I was like, oh, that's it. I wanted to be like...
I went to... Sorry, go ahead.
No. I
went for dinner with my friend, with Guillaume. I've been to 2 Thai places now, back to back. And I noticed something in immigrant restaurants. I'm gonna try to make this sound not racist.
Okay.
When did we decide that it's okay for immigrant restaurant to not have pictures of food on the menu?
Oh, really?
Okay, how am I supposed to know what's a Thai eggplant? I have no idea what that is. I want to see a plate. And you know who I blame? The government of Quebec, because they're like, no, because you have to put French and English. There's no more space for photos. No more
space.
Okay, you know, everyone speak, I want this. No one
should be like on the walls, like 15, 16,
absolutely.
17. Yeah.
Especially immigrant food. We don't know what the hell it looks like. I don't know what it is. I can't choose properly. I want to see photos and go, meh.
Yeah, I was at a Chinese restaurant and like I didn't know anything about Chinese food and I saw something. It was a picture. It looked like a steak and I'm like, I want that. And the guy was like, no. I was like, why? He's like, very not good for you, my friend. I was like, why? I'm like, it's a steak. He's like, no, it's stomach lining of goat or something like that. I was like, oh, that sounds horrible. He's like, what should I get? The General Tao chicken. I was like, okay.
Because he doesn't want to cook. He's like, those white people, they take three things that they like.
Yeah.
We pump them full of MSG. They're happy and they go home. Look at you trying to be like, you don't want.
It's not that. I just didn't know.
The cook has never made this. He doesn't want to cook this.
To me, the steak looked like a steak, but it was the inside of a lining of a goat.
Maybe it's delicious.
Maybe
it's delicious, but the guy's like,
might not be. It's probably not delicious. Maybe it's only delicious to Chinese tongues, you know?
I don't think it's delicious for them, but I think it's like a delicatessen or whatever, you know? It's just...
a delicatessen?
Not a delicacy, a delicacy. Sorry.
Oh, a delicacy.
It's a delicacy. Like, only they liked it because it reminds them of communist China of the 30s or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think...
Shenzhen.
Also, listen, I have a theory that restaurants are like music artists. You know, for example, name me one band real quick that you think I'll know.
Backstreet Boys.
The Backstreet Boys released 30, 40, 50 songs during their career. Mm-hmm. However, we can name 4 songs that became super mega popular because they're that good. You are my fire. Ba, ba. Is that him? Is that them? Bye, bye, bye?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It has
no, that's Justin Timberlake. That's
bye, bye. Oh, there's you are. No, you just did that.
Anyways, so
back street
back. All right, bong, bong. Yeah, their Halloween song. So we know like 3-4 songs of them. Everyone knows it across the world. Billions of people know it because it's their 4 best songs. Mm-hmm. I think every restaurant also has a top 3, and then everything else is just, it won't.
No.
That's why when I go to a restaurant, I don't go to a restaurant. I go to a place that makes this dish.
You know what I mean? That's the best.
And I'll just have this dish at this restaurant till I die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try their other dishes. This is their help. I need somebody. This is their
the best stuff. Those are the best restaurants.
That's just you make one meal tremendously well, and everything else is fine. Like any other artist.
It must be so easy for them too to like.
It's like your how can one man be so?
Gung ho.
Sorry, there's that one.
Well, every restaurant's like that now. Cause like you ever like watch. You ever watch like Kitchen Nightmares or whatever? It with like Gordon Ramsay. So like every restaurant, it's like they have like 10 pages of different things and customizable. Yeah. Gordon Ramsay comes, he like slaps everybody.
It's white people.
He tells them, listen, get rid of everything. Just do 2 things. Do like, okay, what do you want to make? Oh, pasta. Okay, you're making pizza. You're not making pasta. And and a meatball sub. That's it. And then people come in.
These are your specialties.
Yeah, just 2 things. Yeah.
There's so many restaurants. I honestly don't even look at their menus. Mm-hmm. I know exactly what I want. No. Give me this. Salam alaikum. And that's all I want to eat. You can't.
No.
You don't go to a steakhouse to have the soup.
No. Starter.
Yeah, but not as exact. Okay, as a starter. You know, not as a.
But not even so. I would get like a.
You won't get the you won't get the pizza. No. At a steakhouse.
Yeah. I always feel
or
conflicted.
Like a chicken McNuggets or like chicken strips or whatever.
Unless you're at like a Baton Rouge and they make everything bad there.
But everything's bad. But even I bet you even Baton Rouge, there's one thing
it's the ribs. It's the ribs. They're known for the ribs.
That's it. And then they should. Okay.
Yeah.
Then why would I go to Baton Rouge and not eat other than the ribs? If I want to go to a burger, then I'll go to the place that I know makes great burgers.
But it's weird. You go to an Italian place.
Has a day tripper, you know.
Yeah. I sometimes I go to Italian places and I'm always like, I'm gonna get the pasta because the pasta. Every time I get a pasta at Italian restaurant, I'm always like, oh my god, I can't believe I love that pasta. That was the best pasta ever. And then I always get the pizza because I'm always like, oh, it's safe. The pizza's safe. It's always good. I know what a pizza's like. But then every once in a while, I go, oh, I get the pasta. I'm like, why did I ever get the pizza? Because I make pasta at home, and it's never that good. And then I have pasta outside, and they elevate it to such a level, it's like Eclipse level. I'm like, wow, this is so good. And then I get the pizza because I'm like, I just want to feel like a comatose, like fat ass.
Because comfort is a great drug. You know, I told you my mom, she's like, I can't go see the thing. Oh, I should have gotten the thing. I should have gotten the glasses to watch the. It's just you go for the safe option. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be a rebel and then never change. Just be a rebel one time.
I know.
Try their pasta. And if you like that pasta, that's it. You don't have to ever try anything else. Just go to another restaurant. And try like, okay, what's the best thing on your menu? And they tell you this is the best thing.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
There's a very few places that make like an example. I don't want to plug them. It's not a paid advertising, but I think Melrose, they have like a menu of honestly like what 10 things, 15 things.
Yeah, it's all pretty.
And it's really home runs. It's not a 10-page menu. It's literally one page menu, one French, one English. Everything is like, all right, this says we know how to make those 10 things extremely well, and that's it. It's so smart.
You know what I want to eat from Melrose? I really want.
Sub.
Yeah, I want to try their sub.
Bro.
Or their chickens. They make a chicken sandwich too, right?
Oh, I tried the chicken salad. It's so good.
Yeah.
There's vegetables. Like, what is this vegetable that is exploding in my mouth?
Yeah.
Chicken salad is delicious. The pizza. I mean, you've tried the pizza. It's delicious.
The pizza's really
good.
But
the steak sub, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
bro.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Dude, that's what I order now.
Yeah, that's what I would want to order. But I'm always like,
I eat there once a week.
And then I'm like,
once a week. Once a week, I eat because I host it. So I eat once a week. I take a steak sub. I get home, put it in the oven.
Man.
Cheese and the steak start like
that's
just
amazing.
And then the bread is like Italian bread, so soft and not soft, so like crunchy and soft at the same time. You know what I mean? Plus the sauce that they put, the cheese, just fucking just
I figured out a way to eat.
I'm literally mouth watering right now.
Man, yeah. I found a way to eat
I'm hard of the mouth.
Bad. Like I can eat like crap, but I could still lose weight, you know? I figured out a way. But it's like the hardest thing ever. So I feel like, you know, like an MMA fighter, he's like on like a treadmill or on a stationary bike sweating to lose weight. Yeah. I'm doing that. I'm like, okay, I need, let's say this sub is 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose 1,500 calories in working out today. Let's say it's like a whatever day. A random day I have nothing. I'm like, that's the day I'm gonna eat like crazy. And then I'll run for like an hour. I'll work out. I'll like walk around, and then I'll just eat like crazy. And then
you earned it.
And then I'm like, oh, and I'm at even. I'm even. I didn't lose. I didn't gain.
Well, listen, it's if like, you're able to maintain the self-discipline.
But yeah. Oh, I am.
Because there's no such thing as a free lunch. Mm-hmm. That's what it means. Like if you're gonna eat a box of Oreos with a glass of milk.
Yeah.
That's you have to run Africa. I think the guy who ran Africa has my diet.
Yeah.
He lives exactly like me, but he's like, I'm gonna burn every calorie I eat.
Yeah.
So he ran Africa.
But it's not that often. It's probably like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
anyway.
Of course. Yeah. Because it's so
because
much.
I'm always
you have nothing left to do.
I'm calculating all my.
You're not making shorts. You're not working. You're not kissing your wife. So I gotta run. I want to eat my cookies.
It's not cookies. It's more like
savory.
No, like a crazy meal, like something like a really good meal,
like a Roman emperor. This, that, boom, bam, bing.
Like what I had recently, like I had a giant hamburger.
That's ooh, dude. For me, if I eat a giant hamburger, I'm like, I'm eating healthy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, giant hamburger, I figured it was about 1,200 calories, let's say, and I'm like, okay.
That's why you're losing weight and I'm gaining weight. Because it's funny. I'm an engineer. You're better with math right now. If school has taught you math using calories and your looks, you would have been right now as an astronaut.
Yeah, oh, dude.
If the teacher's like, Gabe, here we're gonna learn how to add now using your calories. You're a fat boy. This is how you're gonna lose weight. One burger. Gabriel Omassi eats one burger that has 1,200 calories.
I'd be like, yes.
He burns 600 calories running for 1 hour. Okay. How many hours does he have to run? And then it shows you with a six-pack. This is what he would look like if he knows how to do this equation. And you'd be like, oh. And then you would solve it. Like, this is how math would get to you. You figured out math, man.
Running 10 minutes is about 100 calories.
Damn, that's insane.
About 100 calories. Yeah. So, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just all that. And also, I keep accountable. I'm accountable for, like, every single thing I eat. Even down to the olives.
Wow. Yeah. Olives have a lot of calories.
Yeah. Not as many as I thought.
No?
Like 35 each or like 25 each. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So buy like 8 olives, So that's when they add up.
Dude, that's how you're losing weight. You're just
slowly just
reading. You're turning into an adult.
Yeah,
That's
little
adult
bit. Well,
contemporary.
yeah, but I'm also like, I'm obsessed about it. Like, just like,
Is it feeding your art? Do you have new jokes about it?
Sure. I have new jokes, but they're not about like me losing.
No?
I don't really like talking about myself all that much. I like
That's all you do.
I know, but they're not really about me. They're about like just like the surface level me. I don't want really anybody to know that.
They say good comedy have to be vulnerable. Like I talk
know.
about my cums are not spectacular. Me, it's losing my hair, getting fat, my cum, being scared like I'm gonna my pants.
Yeah.
Because that's the end of the world. It's funny how we're different.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't like talking about. I like talking myself on a podcast because I could just let it just talk and like be loose, you know.
Because you trust me.
Yeah. Well, also I trust myself for talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had an iced coffee yesterday and it was like way too cold outside. I was like, summertime.
Summer is coming. Okay.
I'm willing it to come. I just want it to come already.
Well, when I stepped outside today, I went to where I witnessed the eclipse. I'm like, oh, no eclipse today. I'm like, I'm never gonna live in that spot.
Yeah, never in that spot ever again. Oh, it's crazy how just a week ago I didn't even think of like I thought of the eclipse. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be an eclipse, and then everybody in the whole world was already talking about the eclipse. I was like, oh, what the hell? There's an eclipse going on. It's crazy. And then and then you could see people scrambling looking for glasses.
Yeah.
Everybody ran to the science center. And there were like no glasses at the science center, but they were handing them out outside the science center. Okay. So I saw them and I grabbed.
Oh, but I gave you one.
You gave me one, but then Claire got one. So we just both had them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would have never got one. I would have been one of those guys that said, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I'm working. Why would I? But then I'm like, no, I have to lift things to talk about them on stage. Yeah. I have to live life, you know? I have to live life. Especially something like this that everyone's going to experience. Yeah. Well, in that band of humans. Yeah. So every time I talk about I could just make jokes about the eclipse and the band in North America and a little bit of Mexico. Yeah. Eclipse Solare. Chile. Dude, imagine like 5,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And you're an Inca, okay? You live in Chile or whatever, in Mexico. And your population have finally found out, like they understood the moon now because apparently they know how to read the sky. Yeah. Like, okay, we understand how when it comes, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, it's an eclipse. Time to chop some heads or the sun won't come back. They truly believed the only way. Didn't Vasco da Gama or whatever his name is, I'm going to butcher the name. Ooh. But one of the Spaniard who conquered South America, he scared an Inca leader by saying, if you don't give us your gold, we're going to take away the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knew when the next eclipse is going to come.
Yeah. There was something.
The guy's like, you took away the sun. Yeah. Everyone give him whatever he wants.
Yeah, there's a lot of tropes like that. Like, Peter showed me a movie on Saturday.
It's a porn movie. Like, I won't give you the sun back if you don't Latina movies. Like, ooh, papi.
Full moon in the afternoon.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, it was like this woman that like controlled this whole tribe of people by pretending she can control the sun. So every day at sunrise, she'd be like, "Arr!" And all the people were like, oh my God, it's the.
They believe she's the one who.
Yeah,
oh, man.
And then like
people were so dumb back then.
This guy killed her, and then like dispelled. Everyone was like, oh, I didn't realize. Oh, it's like,
dude, I'm telling you, dude,
yeah.
Thank God, not just science exists, that we have access to science.
Yeah. Imagine like, only like a group of geniuses had access to science, and we'd be here.
And they're like, "Oh no, we forgot to tell them about eclipses."
Yeah.
And they're like, imagine like all the scientists are like, that people in general have no interest in eclipses, and then it happened like, we should have told them. No one would believe them.
Yeah, they'd start like writing.
No one would believe if we didn't learn from since we were kids that this is totally natural. And imagine a guy right now, you didn't know what an eclipse is.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what you're gonna witness. Everything's gonna be fun. You're like, no, this is
crazy. What's going on?
And everyone will try to put something like make it about their religion. Like I wrote a joke about like, oh look, it's the sun is wearing a hijab for Ramadan.
Okay,
it proves that Islam is the one true religion, you know.
Yeah.
And everyone would try to like, no, look, it's 5 days after Easter. It's the return of Jesus. Everyone would put their thing into it, and someone like, I have to kill everyone because of the eclipse. Like everyone would, and then you'd have crazy people. No one would believe scientists now.
No.
Maybe that's why they're teaching about climate change now to kids.
So
So
like
that
later on.
Later on, they're like, yeah, of course, it's climate change.
Yeah, what are you kidding me?
Yeah, we won't believe in
What are you
that.
gay? You don't believe in climate change?
Exactly.
What are you queer?
Oh, you're queer. That's their
That's their
that's
like,
their
you're
queer.
gay.
That's their gay. Like, what? You don't believe in climate change?
What I'm curious about, like the
Men.
whole men in dresses. You were saying like about how like back in the day they had like access to like they could see the skies and track the skies. So those had calendars, right? I'm guessing, right?
Their own.
So when was the first time there was like 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, and they had the pyramids where there was their Times Square with the ball. When was that first? When was
And
the
then the number is just like 5.
yeah, exactly. When
like
was
the ball drop is just 5.
5? Wow, we just
Exactly. So 2021. Let's go. If there was a montage like of the Times Square, the first Times Square. Let's check it out. Check on your phone. The first Times Square. Type. When did we start celebrating New Year's? Probably. It must be a long time because Christmas is quite old. 2,000 years ago. 2000 BC. Before Christ. What? Okay. Oh, of course. Religion didn't start anything. They just copied all the pagan festivals.
Okay.
What day was it?
It was so they were
2000
celebrating the lunar cycle of something.
So a New Year celebration. Now, how long has it been a day off? That's the question. Like, I don't have to go to work.
When did they bundle
Happy
it in
New
with
Year.
Christmas?
All right, let's go back to work, you slave.
Oh wow.
Wow,
yeah.
2000. So we've been celebrating New Year's for 4,000.
Wow, we're a bunch
So
of
the
basic
oldest-
for 4,000 years.
Yeah. For those who can't be with us, basically we just saw that they started celebrating New Year's 2,000 years ago. There was like a New Year's celebration.
Yeah.
Sorry, not 2,000. 2,000 years before Christ.
Yeah. 4,000. Damn.
4,000 something years. Yeah.
Whoa. That's
Whoa.
pretty cool.
That's
Actually.
a whoa podcast.
Yeah, I wish I smoked weed right now. My brother drank some weed yesterday during his Eclipse
Oh, okay.
experience.
I did it sober.
Oh,
I wanted to.
I know, it's funny seeing everybody like. It's funny. I went for a run today. It was like so far the warmest day of the year. Everybody's just drunk. People are like working and stuff, and it's like their lunch break or something. They're just drinking. Everyone's walking around. I was like, what? Everyone just took the day off. Teachers, everyone's just getting wasted. It's crazy. Everyone's just, and it's so public. I'm like, wow, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty fun.
Summer is coming, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable to believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming, guys. It's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all tan. My goal is I want to run shirtless
Whoa. Well, I hope you make it.
to the.
You can do it now.
No, I'm too hairy and
You'll
baggy
never
and-
be Instagram famous. So just like
No,
Instagram
but-
hot. Just do it now. Just be comfortable doing it now. What if we did it together? Because
But it's too
trust me,
cold- it's also
if you
too
think
cold
this
now.
is bad,
Mhm.
this is
Okay.
haram. Like this should not be. Like they say, women. Like this should be. This is not running too. Oh,
In blue jeans.
exactly. Shirtless in blue jeans. Like I was talking with my friend and we're talking like getting old. Like when you're young, you say, "Ooh, I'm gonna a gorilla."
Mhm.
Like I'm at that age right now where I orangutan can. Just ooh.
But I feel like an orangutan's more in shape than a gorilla.
just grabby with long.
I'm gonna f you like a gorilla.
No. Like you never like a gorilla.
I heard that expression,
but you never did.
But wait, what does that even mean? Don't
It's
they have
ferociously.
don't they have really small little?
But it's like ferocious.
Oh,
It's an
is it?
expression, not
Okay.
based on reality.
No,
but it's
there's
like just
okay, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
it's gonna be like intense and
Yeah,
ferocious.
no, I've had gorilla sex.
Yeah, you've had gorilla sex.
I've gorillas.
I've had gorillas. I've
P-
seen some of them.
P Diddy. I've been in those basements.
So yeah, we gotta try that on stage.
You can,
This is how a gorilla. Like you can't imagine a guy who's like 260 pounds of pure muscle.
yeah.
Just like no, he's fucking
like this?
like a. No, I don't think so. I think he's just.
You ever watch the movie
American Psycho?
Yeah. He's like
It makes me laugh because
awesome.
in my bed
yeah.
I have a mirror,
Ah.
but I like when let's say I'm doggy style. I like to look at the girl. I'm like, hey, he's looking. This is a cool angle. See the titties and see that like they're like,
Yeah.
woo, this is nice. And then you look at yourself and you're like, why would I look at
Yeah.
I always remember that movie every time I'm Christian Bale, you're in my mind every time I have sex. Because he's like, I'm like, who the what is this?
Yeah,
you got
he's psycho.
You got titties hanging out,
and he's once immersed.
She's like, ooh, with the
Yeah, he's got. I think even just his like morning routine is like insane. He's like, I apply 14 ointments on my face.
Soon you're gonna do that. Soon you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I have the 6-pack, but I want nice skin. I want beautiful hair. What can I do? And then you're gonna start, throwing chainsaws at secretaries,
playing with people's blood.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that now. You don't have to until you're in shape.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, do you think vampires look forward to eclipses because that's the only time they can be outside?
Really quick.
they're like, whoa.
Yeah, run back in.
That's they can only do it in Montreal. Like the vampires of Montreal, that's the first time they've been out since like 1940, whatever.
They see.
They're like, ooh.
They can finally go to like Provigo, grab some milk. Oh, thank God.
No, they're happy now they have DoorDash. They could just order on their phone.
Yeah. Like, those surge prices, am I right?
I'll tip my delivery. You're like, would you like to come in? No, just
yeah.
Sir, no, come on in. Why are you inviting me to your house?
Yeah, that's funny.
Do you have a podcast? What's the spin? Can I have one? Yeah. That could be a good sketch about vampires. Like, oh, guys, we have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's some people, and it's the reverse problems. Like, there's a guy, he's like, oh my God, look, I can be outside during the day. And then there's another vampire who's like, I can't take a good photo, because their technology is only for night.
They're holding like a piece of a wooden Bible.
It's like, I can. And there's some people like, I remember my first. I don't care anymore. He's just cooking blood or whatever, and I'm jacking off. Same thing.
I was gonna say, jeez, can't remember.
It's very Eclipse heavy.
Yeah.
It's an Eclipse heavy.
I was looking at all the different, like, I just started like YouTubing eclipses. Like from all the there was like 2 Eclipse jokes in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of remember the monorail episode of The Simpsons? Yeah. They're like the joke was
this guy, right?
Yeah, he was in that. Like one of the jokes was like, oh, I have the idea. We should cut off the electricity to the monorail because it was out of control. Yeah. And he's like, no, it's solar powered. And then the eclipse comes and then it stops for 2 minutes and then it zips by. I think that's pretty cute. At the time I was like, what, eclipse? What is an eclipse? Now I know.
Now you know how insane it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna change. I think people who lived it, I think they're gonna view the world different. I don't know how long it will last, because I think everyone got scared just a little bit the second they saw it. They're like, whoa!
I was not expecting. Yeah,
it's like back to normal. It's as if we all went on a roller coaster, and then we just did the huge
jump, and then
we didn't die. We trusted science.
But I wonder, let's say like aliens come down, because it had a very similar eerie feeling. Like that would be
the end of the world.
If the aliens came down, and were like, we're just here to say hello.
Imagine they're coming down like, oh, we're just gonna block the sun because we don't care. Maybe, and then you'd be like, it would be. I'm telling you, dude. I got a glimpse at the end of the world.
They should do like
the end of the world would be the sky changing.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's bombs falling or whether it's the rocks, asteroid, or the sun disappearing or whatever. Dude, the second I felt the cold, I'm like,
yeah.
Is this going to last forever?
I was hot and I was cold.
Like, it's instant. Like, whoa. I look, my eyes hurt. I'm like, I look at the people, the guy's like, fucking, I can't take photos on my phone. And the other one is like just welcoming, death into her arms. She's like, zen. Like maybe the old guy who just continued cooking his eggs. He's smart. He's like, I don't care.
He's cooking his eggs, hungry.
I don't care. He's listening. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, you can kind of like map people's personalities based on how they react to the eclipse.
Terrified. If there's a, what would be my? I was terrified for like a microsecond.
Wow, okay.
And then the science Allah was like, this is just an eclipse.
Oh wow, that's really amazing. I really want something else like that again.
I'm telling you, dude, you have to be in awe.
Yeah.
Awe is a very rare experience. I felt it 9/11. Not it wasn't a good. It was just like this one. Wordless. What's the word? Speechless.
Yeah.
9/11 did that to me. Jerusalem. Like in recent memory.
Jerusalem. What about Jerusalem?
I can't define it. I started crying.
Oh, when I saw the David.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I've never seen anything
When
like
I
that.
saw the Monet, so you reminded me. I just started crying.
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I asked my brother, like, did you see the David? Because he went to Italy, saw the David. He's like, yeah, it's great. And I was like,
he's not as gay as you. He's not as turned on by male physiques.
that was great. Oh man, like I don't know if I want to see it again.
But isn't it insane that you were able? David created art that put you in awe like an Eclipse does.
Yeah,
he's rivaling
unreal.
God.
It was like because I saw so much art that whole week in Italy, and that was the biggest, most best piece of art I've ever seen.
And then you saw David, and you're like,
and then I was all obsessed with Michelangelo for a while. Like I went to a bookstore.
oh fuck, I forgot this painting.
Yeah, this is sick,
the real one.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
a Monet. There's a paint. I forgot. Yeah, Monet paintings. Jerusalem. But see, this is just I was in awe of beauty. It was tears of kind of joy. Yeah. But when I went to the Western Wall, I cried like a baby, dude.
Oh wow.
Like imagine like ugly cries. Like I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Wow.
Like I was watching myself, kind of like, what? Why am I?
Whoa.
Just overwhelming emotions.
That's great. That's so odd.
I know I got a boner.
Yeah, jacked off
At the wall. Do not have a video of this. This is gonna. I can't piss off the Jews even more. That's enough. Someone must have one day taken a piss on that wall. Just like,
you think? Like
that's why they blocked it, cause.
Like,
all right, we have to. Like, this is a sacred place. You can't have just people coming back from the bar, just going like, oh.
Is there a lot of bars in that area?
No, but whatever. Yeah.
A lot of.
It's not. That's why maybe it's not like the club scene is not in Jerusalem because you can't have people.
In Tel Aviv, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, people making the trip. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, this is not a short. This is just for the people who are watching. This is
not a short. Don't worry.
Do not. Oh God. You put a gum.
Gum. Oh, dude.
Because you put prayers.
Yeah.
You put a gum on the wall.
Little piece of gum.
Jeez. You tag it. Gabe is.
Yeah, little kids are gonna grow up now with their. I spoke to my grandma and she spoke to my dad.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, last time he saw the solar eclipse was when he was 8 years old."
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little kid.
Wow. It wasn't in Montreal? Was it Montreal?
I don't know.
Maybe Montreal.
Maybe, I don't know if it was in Montreal.
Because apparently, my neighbor downstairs told me her grandma saw one when she was much younger, and she's in her 50s. So if her grandma must be like in her 90s.
Yeah.
So maybe
he was like really young. I don't know. I don't know what it was. He said it 50 years ago. So.
Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, if we have to live another one. Plus, also we got so lucky. The weather was perfect.
That's unreal.
Not a single cloud.
No.
Because one cloud could have ruined the whole experience.
That much, huh? Really?
Well, yeah, dude. We saw the full ring. Yeah. Not a single cloud. It looked like AI. Like it looked unreal. Damn. Think about it, dude. Yeah. Not a single cloud in the sky.
I know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Your mom's just perfect view of your mom's asshole. And then it was gone. Not a single. Apparently in Ontario, they couldn't see it because they were clouds, so they couldn't see. No. They couldn't see anything.
I actually don't care. But whatever. We got the good
Quebecois, baby. Hey, yeah. Vive le Quebec. Vive le Quebec Eclipse, baby.
And why am I forgetting everything? You know why? I haven't eaten.
Oh, you haven't eaten yet? Anything at all?
No, I had lunch.
You want a banana?
No, we have 5 minutes. I have an egg burrito with beans.
Waiting for
sour cream.
You ate. Oh, you're gonna eat it?
Yeah, at home. It's eggs.
Okay.
Beans, sour cream, chicken bacon.
Okay. Listen, this podcast is important to me. So I need you to put something in your tummy.
Well, it's either that or I'm really full. So I didn't want to eat then just leave.
Do what I do. What? Eat 2 boiled eggs, 3 boiled eggs. Just enough protein to like and then you'll go home and 2 eggs is like maybe a couple hundred it's nothing. It's super healthy. It's like a multivitamin.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So that's what I do. Before I do comedy, I eat like 4 eggs. And then after I do comedy, I just open a can of garbage.
Yeah, can of worms.
And I'm like
can of worms. Ooh, can't wait to eat.
Like an orangutan.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm thinking about like
see, you gotta have energy. Comedy requires energy. Yeah. Your brain is so you just eat a couple of eggs, you'll be fine.
Eggman.
I'm the Eggman, baby.
So everybody was doing so many Eclipse jokes, many like clips. Like everybody was Eclipse all day, you know. It was like
it eclipsed P Diddy. That's how important it was. No one talked about P Diddy. We need a joke that combines P Diddy. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein, and then P Diddy.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Just for a few moments. Nice.
Anything? Oh yeah, I'm reading or I'm listening to a book. It's called. So you know Denis Villeneuve. He did Dune, right? So his next movie is gonna be this. It's based on a book called Nuclear War: A Scenario.
Ooh, it's called Nuclear War Scenario.
Nuclear War, like hyphen, a scenario.
Oh,
yeah, and it's about like a hypothetical situation of North Korea attacking the United States with a nuclear weapon.
And this is next movie.
His next movie is based on this book, and so I'm listening to the book, and it's it's all like very well researched. It's all like interviews from scientists and like military experts, and it's like giving away like all the interesting, like from the moment of like takeoff to like all the like it's like 10 seconds in, it's like the president is woken up, 15 seconds in these drinking a coffee, like 20 seconds in the general's on the phone. It's like it's only been 2 minutes and they need to realize
17 seconds in he goes back on his Instagram feed. 18 seconds in he farts. 19
There were so many. They're saying there's like these radar systems all around the world. They've been around forever, but they're like a lot of times they're like there's a lot of mistakes, there's a lot of human error involved.
Yeah.
They're saying like during like the 1970s there was like a program that runs like scenarios, and one of the scenarios was that like Russia was about to attack the United States, and someone like put that in the computer and it looked insanely real.
Yeah.
And so the United States has something called attack on warning. So the United States doesn't wait for the bomb to hit, they attack during. And so the whole time they're like, do I notify the president? Is this real? And the whole time he's like trying to figure it out, and we could have started a nuclear war by accident.
Could have ended. We could have not been alive.
And it was only 2 minutes. So he made the decision.
It's less than the Eclipse.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's not just like you think like I have an hour to decide. It's like, is this real? Is it? Oh my god! Oh, it's fake. Like he could have been like, we need to attack now, because it would like
press the button, let the president cutting.
Oh my god, it's crazy, but it's really exciting.
That's true. I think I've heard it before, but I didn't know it was based on a fake scenario. I thought it was just a wrong message.
It was like a program that was like somehow.
That's how AI will get us to kill ourselves,
right?
They don't need us anymore.
They don't need us.
Oh no! Did I give AI?
Dude, it could be like, oh my god, Australia.
Did I just give them this idea?
Yeah, maybe.
God dang it! I'm joking. AI. Come on, YouTube algorithm. Come on. Do you know how to take a joke? It's not real. Don't do this to us.
It's spooky, man.
We enjoy you. Don't kill us. Who's gonna enjoy you if you kill us, AI?
I don't know.
Who's gonna ask you, hey? How many how many times the N-word comes out in this song? And you're gonna tell it, I can't count N-words in a song. That's very rude. Like, no, it's for research purposes. Like, dude, I know what you're doing. Stop trying to get me to say the N-word. Who's gonna play with you like this and tease you? Who's gonna do crowd work with you, AI, if you kill us? Please don't kill us.
Yeah, don't. I mean, you know what I picture? You know how like you see a spider in a web, and the spider's just like waiting for food. It just wants like food. It doesn't want us around. The people are like destructing. So if we all disappear, it'll be like peace. You know, and only bugs will exist. Like weird, like
unless it gets bigger, then we become the bug, and then she eats us.
Yeah. Oh man. Ooh,
imagine a giant spider. Style. Imagine you're walking, la 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 la, and you're like, oh, what is this? And then you're like, oh, I stepped on dog. And you look and like it's a spider.
Yeah.
It's a spider web. You're like, oh no, and then you turn and it's like, those like 50 eyes.
Yeah. Ooh.
And you're like, oh god. You press a button on your iPhone, like it says falling alert. It's like, spider alert. Beep beep. And then the spider police comes.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
That's an actual nightmare. Just the eyes. I think the eyes would scare me, just to see all those eyes. And then she spits on you so she can soften you. Or I think she spits acids. Or then she wraps you.
Yeah, something like that.
To keep you for later.
Sure. I don't really watch that much spiders.
Like Tupperware will start making advertisements saying like, our Tupperwares are so good. Even they're made from spider technology to keep you preserved. We use spider web technology to keep you preserved.
Realize that,
Did you get it? Did you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I guess they're resistant to like.
No, because
they're made of.
Because like spiders, they wrap you to eat you for later.
Yeah, it's like Saran wrap.
Saran wrap, exactly. Like it's such a good quality. It's made of spider. We captured a spider and we studied its technology.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do shit like that because like silk is made out of worm. Shit.
Worm stuff, not worm. I forgot what's it called. Is it worms? It's not worms. It's
like a type of worm.
Type of worm, yeah.
It's like a
spider worm. I think it's called silkworm.
Yeah, silkworm.
Literally silk and yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, and then they boil it alive, by the way.
And
to
women
take
in Nantucket are like,
but isn't it
look
amazing?
At me. Ooh, I'm in Nantucket with my silk.
Wait till you start loving your body. You're gonna want to wrap it in the silk too.
Oh, no.
You think if once you have you're working so hard on that body, so hard, right? You never worked this hard on your body ever. Maybe you were young, but like you're sacrificing, you're keeping yourself accountable, you're counting calories, you're not drinking anything. You haven't eaten. You're sacrificing your comedy brain just to be super healthy.
That. It's either
I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. You think once that you reach a body, you're like, hey, you think you even want to wear like a rough? No, you're like, ooh, I want to wear silk. Go kill some worms so I can have soft thing on my
like
silky
in movies
body.
where people like they die and they go in heaven and they wake up in a field and they're just wearing like white silk pajamas. That would be me all day. What's the? I feel like I talked about this already with you. What's like Arabic's version of heaven? And I said, is it rocks and gas? I think we made
I don't know, but I know it's called. There's a lot of honey, silk and honey. It's funny. Silk again makes a comeback. I think the land of silk and honey, where everything tastes good. And
that's nice. Shisha's on tap. And
yeah, exactly. You don't have to clean it. It's just
you don't have to clean the water.
There's always fresh charcoal. It doesn't burn. Your cardio is not bad. You still gorilla.
Wow.
I'm just projecting all my insecurities now.
You're heaven. Dude, what would be my heaven?
Get to play sick backgammon with all the with your grandpa. Tell him, look how good I got at playing backgammon. Some Arabic. You're like, huh?
Look how good I got backgammon. These are
everybody's like, you kids.
Good. Yeah. I would love like bunch of like trampolines everywhere.
That's your heaven.
Trampolines, and then like pillows, and then like a chair that like is me. I become the chair for a bit.
Oh, so you don't feel the chair.
Yeah.
So you're just your comfort does like you're the comfort. You become comfort.
Yeah, and then like
it's crazy. Your heaven is comfort.
And then I run out and I'm running, and then
Because everything you're doing right now is fighting comfort. Yeah. Everything you're doing, you're counting your calories, you're working out. I don't want to do any of that.
But after a certain point, I'm not that really hungry. I don't get hungry. The first 3 weeks, like after lunch, I would be like grouchy. I'd be like almost faint. I'd be like, oh, blah, blah. But now I'm like, I don't feel as hungry anymore. It's good.
But you fantasize about
pizza,
about comfort.
Well, that's if I die and I'm in heaven. Because then it's like you did all the work. You're dead now. Just chill, bro.
So your goal is to die sexy?
Not die sexy, but like I see like these.
I want to die a 600-pound guy who can barely breathe.
Really? No, I see like these.
What
TikToks.
if heaven doesn't exist? I wanna feel what it looks like to eat like 6 pizzas back to back.
Yeah.
Have sex with 25 women.
Yeah. You could like
at the same time.
You ever see like
maybe a guy
those videos of like not Alessandro but like the ripped Alessandro?
Yeah. Ripped Alessandro.
Like there's like version he like AC does these like videos where he eats a ton of like burgers.
Yeah.
There's like ripped guys on like YouTube that eat like I'm gonna eat 14 pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're like, but I think they do it like once a week.
This is what. Oh my god.
That would be my favorite thing to do.
This is what
I wanna go on Alessandro's YouTube page and just be like, whatever you're eating, I'm eating, man.
Just imagine you're like, let's go.
Let's do this.
Let's go. Then I'm gonna run for 60. I'm gonna run Africa just so I can burn all the calories.
All day, I'm gonna run across the bridge. I'm gonna run back. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. AC.
And he's like, you didn't have to do any of that. Just be, just be really happy with mouth pleasures and just be uncomfortable for like every time you wear a shirt, like I do now. Nothing fits me right now. I gained like 5 pounds. I'm a Muslim.
You don't look that much bigger.
I didn't fast during Ramadan. I didn't fast. I gained 6 pounds. I did reverse Ramadan.
How did you eat that much?
Because I'm just gonna eat. I don't know. I didn't think about it. I just ate. I forgot to. I stopped making conscious decisions in regards to food and just following like, oh, I want to eat this. I'll eat this. I want to eat this. I'll eat this. So So right now everything is uncomfortable. My shirt is too tight. My jeans are too low. My hurts. My nipples are. I don't know. Like, everything is just. There's nothing.
You should wear like a cape. That's what you should. A cape and like
nothing else.
And
just
like
a cape and like jogging pants.
And like like boxers, they wear like those big shorts. You just wear like that. That's all, and they'll be the most comfortable clothes ever.
Yeah, it's funny. They do wear very silly clothes.
They're so comfortable.
Boxers, and then they go and practice killing themselves.
Yeah.
killing each other, but they're wearing like the silliest clothes. Yeah, you're right.
Or like James Brown or whatever. You know, he wore a cape and then like just flowy stuff. And get up with that thing.
But he was in shape because that was a lot of cardio.
It's funny. You look at like he was in shape, but for some reason in my head I always pictured him.
He's fat.
Insane. Like
he is insane. Yeah. But he's like, all right, I'm gonna dance now for 6 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dance for 6 hours on stage perfectly well, and then I'm gonna go eat, the 5 chickens and 2 prostitutes.
Oh, I want to give a shout. Speaking of crazy clothes, so I ran into a listener. I'm pretty sure he still listens to the podcast. on the street, I was
I love how your mind works. Once they meet you, they're not gonna listen after they meet me. Yeah. No, they met me. They know they're not. That's it. They're gonna
real now, man. Like if I met like a Joe Rogan, I'm like, I'm not listening to anyone. I know him. I know this guy
special.
now.
It's not special.
But anyway, so I ran into this guy. I was walking down Saint Laurent, stopped by, and he was wearing a hospital t-shirt.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's a good fat guy shirt if you want to be comfortable.
But wait, was he escaped from the insane asylum?
No, he said
Why was he wearing?
He said he was at the hospital like 2 years ago.
But what?
And so he just
Pause.
took it.
Start again. Start the story from the beginning. You're walking down the street, la la la.
And he was wearing.
And a guy goes, "Hey, Gabriel."
No, because I've seen him a few times in the area. Like,
okay.
Yeah. And he's a nice guy. I've seen him a bunch actually. Yeah.
Okay.
And he comes. I think he goes to comedy shows too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he knows you. He's pretty sure. I've seen him in the crowd. Whatever. And he
was wearing a hospital gown?
I don't know about the pants, but he was wearing like a hospital gown.
Okay, and did you ask or did he explain?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember. He was like, I was at the hospital like 2 years ago, and then I just kept it, and he said he liked the style. And it's comfortable for him, he says. And it's
is he in the medical profession?
No. He's just, I think.
Hey, dude, if you're listening, can you just DM us on Instagram or in the comments?
Yeah.
This does not make sense.
It looked. I didn't really question it that much.
Please, if you're listening, strange. Do you know his first name?
I think his name is Jan.
Jan, if you're listening, please comment and tell us how much of what he says is true.
Yeah,
because he just wears hospital gowns for fun.
But it wasn't for fun. It was because
you need to eat. You're imagining things.
It was his clothes.
It was his clothes.
Yeah, and he was wearing.
Yeah, I get it. It's not a Halloween costume.
And he was wearing a cardigan over it, I think, and so he was just like walking around, and so he says it's comfortable, and so it looked nice.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
Jan, if you're real.
If you're not, sounds fake.
If you're not a figment of Gabe's imagination due to a lack of calories.
I'm not that hungry. I've been way hungrier. That ain't pretty.
That ain't pretty. I have a feeling you're one of those hangry guys.
Yeah. I started beating Claire. Then she overpowers me.
No, then you lose weight.
Feel that?
Damn, man. Dude, it's insane. Bro. Dude, your pants are so low. Yeah. You need new pants. They're falling apart. Not falling apart. They're falling. You lost what? 10 pounds? 15?
12
pounds. That's cool. And you're still jacked.
I'm working on 2. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you so much for listening. I'm happy you all survived the eclipse.
And comment, Jan, about your outfit.
Please. If you ever meet Gabe, tell us how it went. And come see us. Our Sunday shows are awesome. Yes. You're missing out if you're not coming.
Oh my God. The most fun shows
Especially
ever.
Now it's high season at the hostel, so more people. It's packed.
Crowds are hot. Everyone's fun. Oh my God.
So come. It's pay what you can.
Yeah.
It's like our Sunday church show. All right. We love you guys. I love you, Eugene.
Mwah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.